Good morning and welcome. This is your daily tarot reading. I'm Karen, Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. And again, this is your daily reading. I'm going to use the Somia Tarot today. It is Tuesday. Kind of changed my mind. I'm going to do Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Mondays just seem like a slow day, so we'll do this. I'm also considering changing my shorts to be a little bit longer, but more like a reading. So we'll take a look at that as well. And yeah, let me know what you think of all of the things. And of course, December, I will kick off the monthly by zodiac sign again. So yeah, looking forward to that. Let's get started. And please remember to hit that like button. It really does help. Also, comments and hitting the like button alone, both kind of, it does bring the energy in. It does get closer. And appreciate that. Let's see what we got. What do we need to know today? All the news is out of the way. Whew. Current situation. Ooh, nice. Ace of Wands. Present influence. That is the Emperor. Unexpected. Hermit. Challenge is Knight of Cups. Strength. Seven of Swords. Where does this lead? Five of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. Judgment. Towers at the bottom of the deck. Something's changing or has changed. This could be, for some of you, this could have already happened, this tower moment. Something's changed. Now, when I look at the tower, it's a lot about restructuring it just as much as it is falling. I mean, the fall has to happen first, the change, the disruption. But always look at the rebuilding piece of this. That's the positive side, the light side of the tower. And sometimes that tower can be devastating and really like shake you up and say, oh my God. But it leaves room for rebuilding. And we have a lot of rebuilding cards here. And then ending with the Judgment, which is a huge rebuilding card. So there is something happening in your energy where something just kind of felt like it just completely ended or changed, because the tower can also be a shift. So kind of like if you've ever been in an earthquake, you know, there's the rumble, and sometimes the ground just shifts. And just as a light word for that, but literally it's like that. But what I really like, so the Emperor is in the present influence, which tells me that you're taking back the control, saying, okay, now there's a presence right now that's driving you. I got to take control of the situation. I have to be the one in the driver's seat. I've got to build this the way I need to build it, which leads you to the current situation. Current situation, Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is that drive. That new beginning, I'm going to go. I've got a lot of passion and energy behind this Ace of Wands, you know, and it is sparking. So the Emperor energy that's influencing you to move forward is the spark that lights this Ace of Wands, so to speak. So it's really going to pull you forward and allow you to start moving. There is some slowdowns here, and we'll talk about that, but let's take a look at this energy first. So what is the Emperor, please? What? Cards everywhere. Stars showing, that's good. And the Ten of Swords and the Hermit. So that star, it comes after the tower, right? Can't have the star without the tower. So tell me more about the Emperor, please. What is this? The Emperor. Seven of Pentacles, Justice, King of Wands. So, oh, yeah, like The Seven of Pentacles, the testing that you're doing, trying new things. Are they working? Are they not working? The Justice, finding that balance. And I feel like the King of Wands is that motivation energy, grabbing onto that energy of I'm going to be in control of this, kind of like the Emperor, but not quite. To me, the King of Wands definitely has more passion. You call on the wand courts when you want to get something done. The wands are doers. That's how I look at the wand courts. Let's get it done. Let's go. Let's not overthink this. Let's just dive in. Let's do it. And I think that's what this is. So it leads to the King of Wands, and that's what the Ace of Wands coming in. So yeah, you're realizing I've done the work, Seven of Pentacles. I've tried different things, Seven of Pentacles. Now I kind of have a little bit of a balance going on, and what do I need to do? And let's go do it with the King of Wands. Let's see how this moves forward into, let's look at the Ace of Wands. So what is the spark? Is there anything in particular that we need to know about the spark? And keeping in mind, this is collective, so some of this will be slightly different. Take this as it resonates. Whoa, Tower reared its head here. Let's see. Ace of Wands. What is this Ace of Wands? Four of Pentacles, the World. Ooh, Lovers. Partnership of some kind. Yeah, you've been holding on to something here. I think you're trying, there's something here about something needs to come to an end. And when it's an end here with the World, that's not a devastating end. That's a natural ending. It's like a graduation or, a marriage where the marriage brings you into the end of the dating cycle into the new marriage cycle. Even having a kid, the ending of being single into being fatherhood. So, yeah, but you've been ready for this with the Four of Pentacles. You've been ready for this ending. And I feel like there's some kind of partnership also here. So this could be, for some of you, absolutely could be about love. If you're feeling like this situation is about a love situation for you, romantic, yeah, this is you going after it. Like, if you're looking for love, you're not going to wait. You're either going to get online, you're going to get out there, you have someone in mind, you're going to step forward and talk to them. You're going to be taking action. If this is other than that, like partnership in business or projects or life in general, it's yeah, it's time to get started. It's time to start moving forward. I feel like this has happened for most of you, that Ace of Wands, but for some of you, it's still gonna happen over the next few days. I really like that energy too. So then we have the Hermit in the unexpected. So I feel like, but I feel like this unexpected does not come after. It's part of these three cards, because we had the Seven of Pentacles as well in the clarifying of the Emperor. So the Seven of Pentacles is trying to figure things out, seeing what grows, seeing what feels right, what doesn't feel right. The Hermit is actually shining the light on what feels right or what doesn't feel right. He's got that lantern. You've been on a quest. I feel like what this Hermit is saying specifically, that the lantern found its thing, and that leads also to all of this other energy with the Emperor and the Ace of Wands. Let's see. Tell me about the Hermit, please. What is this? What is this Hermit? The Tower, the Nine of Wands, the King of Wands again. So, ding, Tower. Yeah, so if there was some kind of shift or change, it's not an easy one, the Nine of Wands, but it's also resilience. You're showing yourself, you're not only showing to the world, but you're also showing to yourself that you have resilience for this. You can handle that Nine of Wands. You've got this under control. You've got that King of Wands. Again, this is what the light is shining on. Yeah, I can handle this. The Hermit's letting you know that, yeah, this change, yep, I got it. I've got it. It's hard, not easy, but I've got it. And then the King of Wands, again, the realization of what you need to do next, how to move forward, using that energy of that king to jump in and just start doing. There's this feeling of getting started and doing. Interesting enough that the King or the Knight of Cups is in your challenge. I feel like there's this piece of you that's wondering, like, is this really what I want to do? Is this really the direction I want to go in? Will this really fulfill my heart? Um, for others of you, you know how I said that you're going to be the one that dives in and has to, if it's love, that you have to say, hey, I'm interested. This is the challenge of someone coming towards you is challenging right now, where you may have to go out and go after it. So keep that in mind too. Like if you're searching for something different to do as far as work or, you know, anything, that you really need to say, okay, this may not come at me. I may need to go get it. So this is the challenges, not something coming in arbitrarily. You have to do the work to go get it. It's just that. I don't think it's a challenge about finding your dreams, although we do have the Hermit, the searching card. I think it's more about, it's not just going to be laid at your front door. You know, this is something that you've got to work for, and that's important. You know, the Seven of Swords is in your strength, which means you can do it. I feel like, so the Seven of Swords is really about, like, it can be about theft where someone takes something from you. He's got the Seven of Swords. He's sneaking away with those 6 swords and he couldn't get them all. I guess he ran out of time. But this is also about, is it theft or you taking back what someone stole from you? I feel like this could be the realization of what you have inside you to let out again, even though, again, in this card, it feels like really hard work. It feels really hard. So, but you have the tenacity to do this. You have it inside you. You can take that out and really use that energy to move forward. I like that. So where does this lead? It leads to the Five of Pentacles. Now, in the Rider-Waite, when you see them walking past the stained glass window and they're hobbling along, why do they not see that? Do they not see it? Or do they say, no, this didn't work last time, let's try something different? Or I'm not quite ready for that yet. It's kind of, I feel like there is a feeling with the Five of Pentacles is, so the Four Pentacles, you've saved up, you've got all of the things, you're kind of like, you know, hoarding in a sense. The Five of Pentacles is that feeling of, what if I lose what I have? That can be also the thing. I feel like this is more of a, not that you will lose money, not that you won't have enough money, but it's the worry. What if I lose what I've saved up for? What if so that's going to be like a feeling, because this leads to that energy of you worrying a little bit, you know, will this be enough? Will I have enough? You know, that thing before you get to the Six of Pentacles where I have enough. So let's see what the Five of Pentacles is. If there's anything more here. Do I have enough? Four of Pentacles. Yeah, High Priestess, the Queen of Cups. Do I have enough? I've saved. I've been told that I need to do this. I'm using my intuition to move forward. And I'm going towards something I love, but it's scary. So I feel like this is exactly that. Like you have been told to move this direction by your inner self, your higher power, your divine, with the High Priestess here. And the Queen of Cups is like this very much, um, you know, also a giver, right? So there's something here where you may have gifts, could be selling something even, but like just gifts of some sort, you know, and it doesn't have to be, you know, spiritual gifts. It can be literally, you know, uh, whatever, your intelligence, your skill set. But um, I do feel like this is exactly what I was saying with the Four of Pentacles coming in. You know, you've saved, you've been told you need to do this, and now you're moving forward and you love this and it's something that's really important to you. But again, it's a little bit of a worry, you know. So I feel like the Five of Pentacles is a normal feeling when you're making changes, doing something different. It's not I don't feel like at this point in this reading that it's be prepared to lose money. I don't think so, because it's followed by the Queen of Swords, which that tells me the Queen of Swords, hey, you know what? Get back on that. Don't worry so much. Let's make a plan. Let's know where we're gonna go. Let's get this shit right. Let's move forward. That's what she does. She's knows exactly where she wants to go, and she's going to do it. And that's the energy that you embody as you move forward, which leads to the Judgment, which I love. So tell me more about this Queen of Swords. Is there anything else about this Queen of Swords we need to know? Yeah, Four of Wands, celebration, star, direction. There is a little worry of getting disappointed with that Five of Cups, but to me, it's not saying you're going to be disappointed by any means, because you're really excited. Four of Wands, you want to, reach that star momentum of, being the ultimate, getting through this change with the best possible outcome. So again, this is clarifying the Queen of Swords. But you're afraid of disappointment. So that's why you're taking on and going into your head mode of Queen of Swords, planning, what do I need to do? I am not going to be disappointed. I want this. I want the Four of Wands. I want celebration. I want excitement. I want the star. I want to reach my highest level. So I feel like, you know, as things move forward, the queen is almost like a protection mode that you're putting in so that you don't get disappointed, because if you stick to your guns. Now I would watch that a little bit, because it also could mean that you're getting into your head a little bit, overthinking. But if you're using those intellectual properties correctly, right, you can set into a good plan into place. So, depending on how you want to use that. We've got the Judgment after that. Rebuilding, rebirth, renewal, karmic energy. To me, the Judgment is like refreshing. It's like a phoenix in a lot of sense, but it also can be the clearing up of, I don't know if you can see that well, clearing up of things as well. So let's take a look deeper into this Judgment card. What is the Judgment? What is this renewal? Okay, Nine of Wands, Four of Wands, Queen of Queen of Pentacles. So the Nine of Wands, yeah, this is not easy. You realize that. So then but nothing that's good. Four of Wands comes easy. There is a feeling of celebration coming in, and being in more of a position of power with the Queen of Pentacles, but very much in control of the earthly elements as well. So there is the feeling that comes in with this Judgment card is not just knowing you can do it, you're actually doing it. The Pentacles to me are creators in the sense of um, handling their stuff. They're responsible, right? They can be, tight with their money. They can be, but they're good with their money. They're that kind of energy. So just know that you are rebuilding something where you are going to be at the top of it, and it's going to work out financially with that Queen of Pentacles there, and you're going to start feeling things get better with this Nine of Wands to the Four of Wands. Yeah, everything worthwhile is hard. That Nine of Wands should be coming in when we're making changes. It's a setting of, yeah, it's tiring. Yeah, it's hard, but nothing worth getting is easy. You always have to go through something, whether it's hard work or some kind of, little bit of pain. Let's pull a advice card for today. Let's pull an advice card. Oh, the Temperance. I would say just, as a matter of keeping things in balance, in check. The Temperance, also creates that fire and water. So there is a softer sense to the passion, to the energy, and maybe it's saying, with that Ace of Wands coming up and that King of Wands a few times and clarifying, keep 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 cool too. Like, don't don't go so all in that you lose track of other things. So stay on the softer side of the passion. that energy, that motivation, just stay on that softer side with the temperance who combines that water with that fire to really turn that passion into something that you truly love. And that's the alchemy of the temperance as well. So yeah, keep doing what you're doing. If this, I think this tower is fine. I mean, that's the way I look at it. But sometimes we need the tower to get us moving. You know, that's just a natural, and spirit knows that. They say, okay, you know, you're not moving, come on, let's move. I'm gonna force it on you. So there you have your reading for today. Please hit that thumbs up button, give me a comment. Appreciate you. Have a beautiful day.